Tonight's news focus, D2EI Special Unit established to empower women's leadership. Bilateral ties between Sarawak and Brunei Darussalam strengthened. Sarawak aspires to enhance cooperation with Brunei Darussalam. Good evening. A landmark move has been made in Sarawak with the launch of a new unit under the Sarawak Women and Family Department, JWKS, the Diversity, Equality, Equity and Inclusivity D2EI unit aimed at empowering women leaders and promoting inclusive workplaces across the state. Sarawak Premier Dato' Patinggi Tan Sri Dr. Abang Abdul Rahman Zohari Tun Dato' Abang Openg described the initiative as a first in Malaysia.
Kalau ini dilaksanakan, I believe this is the first one in Malaysia. You have the unit where your objective is very clear and it is indeed overall role of wanita, and you give empowerment and upgrade the role of wanita.
He said during his speech at the Sarawak Women's Day 2025 HW25 celebration held at the Sarawak Legislative Assembly Complex. He expressed confidence in the unit's potential, stating that if executed well, it will mark a national first with a clear and focused direction in empowering women and expanding their contributions in all areas of society. He also pointed out that the D2EI concept aligns seamlessly with the state's broader development agenda as laid out in the Post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030.
Dan sudah tentu dalam konteks negeri Sarawak, wanita memainkan peranan yang sangat unggul dalam semua sektor yang dimasukkan di dalam dasar PCDS 2030 yang merangkumi pentadbiran kerjaan, sudah tentu pendidikan, kesihatan, sains dan teknologi, perundangan, termasuklah juga sektor pertanian moden serta keusahawanan hingga ke sektor digitalisasi dan juga innovation.
At the event, the Sarawak Premier also expressed his support for several key initiatives under the D2EI framework. These include the sponsorship of 3 postgraduate students pursuing a Master of Arts in Leadership Development at the Asian Women Leadership University College, AWLUC, the development of a dedicated D2EI dashboard, and the establishment of the Sarawak Women Leadership Chair, SWLC. Meanwhile, the Sarawak Minister for Women, Early Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development, Dato' Sri Fatimah Abdullah, said that the establishment of the D2EI Special Unit is further reinforced through strategic partnerships with international organizations such as the United Nations Population Fund, UNFPA, the 30% Club, and AWLUC. She explained that these partnerships aim to design a clear direction, framework, and implementation plan for D2EI that is both comprehensive and impactful. In line with this, she requested approval for a funding allocation of 105,000 ringgit from the Sarawak government to sponsor the 3 students 35,000 ringgit each at AWLUC, an investment in building the next generation of women leaders in the state.
This investment will empower local women's talent in the field of leadership and subsequently contribute to the overall development of Sarawak.
The HW25 celebration also saw the presentation of several meaningful awards that recognize outstanding contributions by women in various fields. The close relationship between Brunei Darussalam and Sarawak continues to grow stronger with the organization of the Cita Rasa dan Tautan Budaya Sarawak Borneo 2025 program led by the Sarawak Trade and Tourism Office Brunei Statop. Brunei Darussalam's minister at the Prime Minister's Office, Datuk Seri Setia Dr. Awang Amin Liu Abdullah, praised the initiative, noting that it demonstrates Sarawak's commitment to strengthening bilateral ties with Brunei in various areas, including trade, tourism, socio-cultural exchange, and sustainable economic development. He emphasized that the program served as an ideal platform to support the growth of small and medium enterprises, SMEs, especially in the food, beverage, and handicraft industries.
The event today represents a tangible commitment towards strengthening bilateral ties between Brunei Darussalam and Sarawak in various areas, including trade, tourism, socio-cultural exchange, and sustainable economic development. Cita Rasa dan Tautan Budaya Sarawak Brunei 2025 brings together the best of what we both offer. It is a dynamic platform that supports the growth of local entrepreneurs in the food, creative, and handicraft industries.
Datuk Seri Setia Dr. Awang Amin delivered his remarks during the official launch of the event held at the car park grounds of the Hassan Al-Bolkiah National Stadium on Saturday. Also present at the event were Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Awang Tengah Ali Hassan and his wife Dato' Dayang Morliah Awang Daud, Sarawak Deputy Minister for Youth, Sports and Entrepreneur Development Dato' Dr. Ripin Lamat, Advisor to the Sarawak Ministry of International Trade, Industry and Investment Mintred Dato' Sri Muhammad Naruddin Majais, and Statop Chief Executive Officer Samad Junai, along with other dignitaries and officials from both Sarawak and Brunei. He noted that the Brunei government views Sarawak not merely as a neighbor on Borneo, but as a strategic partner in building a resilient and forward-thinking regional community.
Events like these are not just symbolic, they are strategic. They allow us to build real bridges across borders. The government of His Majesty the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam fully supports initiatives that strengthen regional cooperation. We see Sarawak not only as a neighbor, but as a partner in building a resilient and forward-looking economic community. We therefore commend Statop for its efforts in bringing Cita Rasa and Tautan Budaya Sarawak and Brunei to fruition.
The program is especially meaningful as it coincides with the 79th birthday celebration of His Majesty Sultan Haji Hassan Al-Bolkiah, the Sultan and Yang di-Pertuan of Brunei Darussalam, adding further significance to the occasion. Earlier, in his welcoming address, Dato' Amar Awang Tengah expressed Sarawak's keen interest in exploring more avenues of cooperation with Brunei Darussalam. He noted that thanks to the strong ties and long-standing trade relations between the two, the total trade value between Sarawak and Brunei Darussalam reached an estimated 3.39 billion ringgit in 2024.
Melalui perhubungan rapat dan perdagangan yang telah terjalin di antara Sarawak dan negara Brunei Darussalam, in 2024, the total trade between Sarawak and Brunei jumlahnya adalah dalam lingkungan 3.39 billion. Jadi kita berharap ianya akan terus berkembang dan ianya akan memberi ruang antara Brunei dan Sarawak.
According to him, Sarawak's shared border with Brunei offers a strategic advantage, enabling closer ties not only with the Brunei government but also with its business community and citizens. He further highlighted several potential sectors for expanded collaboration, including green energy and hydrogen, telecommunications, agriculture and halal food production, logistics and border infrastructure, as well as bioeconomy, research and development, and education and talent development. Meanwhile, Dato' Ama Awang Tengah stated that the Cita Rasa dan Tautan Budaya Sarawak Borneo 2025 program served as a valuable platform to strengthen collaboration between agencies and small and medium enterprises, SMEs, from both Sarawak and Brunei Darussalam. He emphasized that SMEs play a vital role in exploring new market opportunities, whether it involves Sarawakian entrepreneurs entering Brunei or vice versa.
Melalui program ini, kita berharap dapat memperkukuh kerjasama antara agensi dan perniagaan kecil dan sederhana (PKS) dari kedua-dua pihak. Kita menyadari bahawa di Sarawak, Malaysia keseluruhannya, dan saya yakin begitulah juga keadaan di negara Brunei Darussalam. SMEs, small and medium enterprises, adalah merupakan the backbone of our economy.
Dato' Ama Awang Tengah also pointed out that the program provides an excellent opportunity to showcase and celebrate cross-border cultural exchange between Sarawak and Brunei.
Sarawak dan Brunei berfungsi budaya yang begitu kaya. Daripada warisan makanan, pakaian, kesenian hinggalah nilai kekeluargaan, etnik yang pelbagai, hidup dalam harmoni, mempermegahkan toleransi yang menjadi kekuatan bersama.
A total of 20 exhibitors from Sarawak and 18 from Brunei Darussalam are participating in this inaugural edition of Cita Rasa dan Tautan Budaya Sarawak Borneo 2025, organized by the Sarawak Trade and Tourism Office Brunei, STATO. Residents of Kuching have been called upon to set their aspirations beyond global benchmarks with a firm belief that the city should not merely aim to meet international standards, but instead exceed the levels set by some of the world's most prominent cities. Sarawak Deputy Premier, Dato' Amaf Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian, emphasized that Kuching's status as a city is rapidly advancing thanks to its active participation in various international networks and initiatives. He hoped Kuching, as an internationally recognized city, will rise above and surpass the standards of other global cities when officiating the 2025 Kuching Festival Fair, KFF, at the Kuching South City Council's MBKS Floating Theatre on Friday evening. Dato' Ama Dr. Sim, who is also the Minister for Public Health, Housing and Local Government, further noted that the festival's organization is part of the Sarawak government's continuous efforts to strengthen the cultural identity of its people. Meanwhile, Kuching City South Mayor Dato' Wee Hong Seng announced that one of this year's festival highlights is the introduction of a gastronomy corner, which further cements Kuching's recognition as a member of the UNESCO Creative Cities Network under the field of gastronomy. The Gastronomy Corner features a variety of culinary offerings from Zhenjiang in Jiangsu Province and Chuanzhou in Fujian Province, China, alongside innovative dishes created by winners of the Chef Kuching competition, particularly those who have represented Kuching on national and international platforms. The event also saw Dato' Wee appointed as the Global Gastronomy Promotion Ambassador for Chuanzhou by the Chuanzhou Municipal People's Congress, Fujian Province, for a 2-year term. The Sarawak Ministry of Public Health, Housing and Local Government (MPHLG) proposes that all public places in Sarawak be equipped with automated external defibrillator (AED) devices as part of efforts to increase preparedness for emergencies related to heart attacks. Sarawak Deputy Premier Dato' Amar Professor Dr. Sim Kui Hian said amendments to the building ordinance are being worked on to include new regulations such as the requirement to install AEDs in public locations.
And then asking the SAG to hopefully we can table it by the next sitting, because and then under the building ordinance, there are also improving 5 years, regulations. But one of the regulations that that is timely, that I think is at the right time to do, is AED in public places.
He said this to reporters after the AED presentation ceremony between Unifor and the Kuching District Red Crescent here on Friday. Dato' Amar Dr. Sim, who is also the Minister of Housing and Local Government, added that heart disease is the #1 killer in Sarawak and the public often witness incidents of individuals collapsing suddenly. He said in this situation, the presence of an AED nearby can save lives. However, he stressed that installing an AED alone is not enough without the knowledge of the people to use it.
The next thing is to have this machine. We also need people to know how to use it, and so that's why like Malaysian Red Crescent, Unimas, and sometimes some of the Malaysian St. John's, they all provide training to do how to do CPR, and so that's why it's important for that everyone works together.
In addition, the MPHLG also took the opportunity to update various building regulations, including introducing a green index in line with the Sarawak Premier's vision towards sustainable development. Malaysians, particularly those in Sarawak, are reminded to appreciate and uphold the peace and harmony the nation continues to enjoy. Deputy Minister in the Sarawak Premier's Department, Corporate Affairs, Information and UKAS, Dato' Abdullah Saidul, stressed that although the country faces occasional challenges and unrest, Malaysians are still fortunate to live in a diverse yet united society.
Dan saya sentiasa memberitahu malah anak-anak saya, don't waste this peaceful environment that you have in this country. Sebab kalau kamu berada di luar negara, belum tentu kamu akan menikmati suasana aman dan damai begini. Dan lebih cantik sekali di Sarawak, terutamanya yang telah diiktirafkan sebagai Kuching, especially sebagai bandar unity.
He made the remark while speaking at the launching ceremony of the National Man and Fly the Jalo Gemilang Campaign 2025 for Sarawak, held in conjunction with the Kita Madani Carnival Sarawak 2025 at the Satok Sports Complex on Saturday. Dato' Abdullah went on to highlight that in Sarawak, unity remains one of the state's most defining features. Here, people of various ethnicities and religions live side by side under one roof, embracing their identity as children of the land of the Hornbill and proud citizens of Malaysia. He also commented on the irresponsible actions of a few individuals who have displayed the Jalo Gemilang upside down, a move he described as not only offensive but also capable of fueling hatred and spreading slander, especially among the younger generation.
Sebab bendera ini adalah wajah kita, bendera ini adalah lambang kepada jiwa kedaulatan negara kita.
The highlight of the ceremony was the flag-off of the Sarawak-level Kembara Merdeka Jalo Gemilang Convoy 2025, officiated by Dato' Abdullah in a symbolic gesture of patriotism and unity. And that's the English edition with me, Nicholas Zechariah Boni. More news can be found in our official portal, ucas.sarawak.gov.my, and social media platforms including Facebook and YouTube. We end this OCAS bulletin with highlights from the Sarawak Women's Day 2025 HW25 celebration held at the Sarawak Legislative Assembly Dun Complex in Kuching on Saturday. #Salaran Informasi Rakyat. Have a good night.